The number one thing you should remember when doing any investment, whether that's property, shares, whatever it is that you're investing into, is that you stay level-headed and you just look at the credentials of that investment by itself. Just recently, I went to a property auction. It was a property I really wanted to buy, and it was just a single residential property. It wasn't even a development site. And I missed out on buying this property because it went to auction. I did a pre-offer to them prior to auction, tried to get it. Before they took it to auction, they didn't accept it. And then obviously I had to turn up and bid with other people. The buyer that ended up winning the auction was really unsophisticated, and they wanted the property as their home, their forever home. And so I was never going to compete with that. Yes, I saw it as more of an emotional buy, but I never let the emotions get the best of me. Now afterwards I was debating, maybe I should have paid more, maybe not. But in essence, I didn't get emotional on the spot at the auction. These people did. They probably paid market price for it, and I think it was a fair market price, but I was looking at getting it 20 or 30% under market value. And that's how I buy all my properties. It's how I initially make money from day one. I wasn't prepared to pay even market price for this property. And so I just left it where it was, and I missed out on that property because I know that there's another deal around the corner. So if you guys are looking at buying properties and you do miss out on some, don't get disheartened. It just means that you're one property closer to buying the one that you do get 20 or 30% under market value. And now that we're into a slower time in the market, it's actually going to get easier to buy properties well under market value. When we were in COVID, sure, I missed out on plenty of properties in COVID, and not just in the $1 million or $2 million range. I missed out on some pretty big purchases, $10 to $20 million plus, and from buyers that just had the cash and they just wanted to buy the property. And now fast forward, I'm so glad I didn't get tied up in that emotional buy, because the market has cooled and there'll be better buying opportunities now than what there were back then, and more money to be made. So it does pay to be patient. So be greedy when everybody else is fearful, which is exactly what's happening in the market now. And when everybody else is greedy, be fearful.